Deep in the dense jungles of Africa, 4 thin and exhausted men stumbled forward, carrying a heavy wooden chest. The thick foliage made every step difficult, but they pressed on. These 4 men, Barry, McChris, Johns, and Jim, had followed their leader, Mark Guff, on an expedition into the jungle. Mark had promised them generous rewards. However, just as their mission was about to be completed, Mark fell ill and passed away in the jungle. Before he died, Mark carefully built this chest with his own hands. With a serious expression, he told them, "I need you to promise me that you will never leave this chest behind. If you deliver it to my friend, the scholar MacDonald, you will receive something more valuable than gold. I believe you will make it, and I guarantee your reward will be waiting." After burying Mark, the 4 men set off on their journey. But as they walked, the jungle path grew increasingly treacherous, the chest heavier with each step, while their strength steadily drained. They struggled through swamps like prisoners dragging their chains. It felt like a nightmare, yet the chest was the one real thing keeping them going. Without its weight to anchor them, they might have collapsed completely. They watched each other closely, making sure no one tried to touch the chest alone. In their hardest moments, they reminded themselves of the reward that awaited them, something even more precious than gold. Finally, one day, the thick green walls of the jungle suddenly parted, and after endless hardships, they made it out. The 4 men hurried to find the scholar MacDonald, eager to claim their reward. But MacDonald looked puzzled. With a helpless shrug, he said, "I have nothing at all." "Oh, maybe there's something valuable inside the chest." Right then and there, he opened it in front of these 4 men. They leaned in and were stunned. Inside was nothing but a pile of worthless wooden scraps. "What kind of joke is this?" Johns exclaimed. "This is worth nothing. I knew that guy was crazy," Jim shouted angrily. "Where's the reward that's supposed to be more valuable than gold? We've been tricked," McChris yelled furiously. At that moment, only Barry remained silent. He thought back to the jungle they had just escaped, the countless piles of white bones left behind by other explorers. He realized that without this chest, the 4 of them might not have made it out alive. Barry stood up and said loudly to his companions, "Stop complaining. We did receive something more valuable than gold, our lives." This story is like a prism, reflecting the most fundamental struggle of human existence. When the gold we longed for turns out to be nothing but rotting wood, when the goal we've chased all our lives vanishes like a mirage, what truly carries us through the mud? Is it the illusion of the finish line, or the sheer weight of the journey itself? When those 4 men finally opened the chest and found only scraps of wood, we felt the same crushing despair they did, the pain of shattered faith. But what truly moves us in this story is not what was inside the chest, but the miles they walked carrying it. Every step soaked in sweat, every breath torn by exhaustion, every trembling hand gripping the rope even as despair gnawed at them. Doesn't this mirror all our lives? Look at the office worker rewriting proposals at 3 a.m. He carries the chest of promotion and success. Look at the middle-aged father gritting his teeth in the gym. He carries the chest of health and commitment. Look at the teenage girl tirelessly voting for her idol. She carries the chest of youthful devotion. Are these chests really filled with gold? Perhaps not. But whether real or imagined, it is these very chests that keep us from sinking into the swamps of life. As the story tells us, the jungle is littered with the bones of fallen explorers, but those who survive are not necessarily the strongest or the smartest. They are the ones who know how to build a chest to carry. At times, humanity seems to be playing a grand game of sacred deception. A mother tells her child, "Eat your vegetables and you'll grow tall." An entrepreneur believes the next venture will succeed. Even astrophysicists search for dark matter, an invisible chest they cannot see. And yet, what beautiful lies these are. They give us the strength to go on when we're at our breaking point. Somehow, the sheer weight of the chest reminds us that we are alive, just like a traveler in a storm. who walks with more determination because of the package they hold close. And then comes the most brilliant twist, the moment the chest is finally opened. In that instant, you understand. The true reward was never at the destination. It was in the aching spine bent under the weight of the chest, in the silent trust between teammates watching each other's backs, in every struggle to throw it away yet choosing to lift it once more. Like a marathon runner, medals rust, but they will always remember the fire in their legs during those final strides. So, dear friends, don't ask whether your chest is worth carrying. Feel the calluses forming where the rope digs into your shoulders. Listen to the rhythm of your heartbeat swaying with its weight. Remember those walking beside you, carrying their own chests alongside yours. Because one day, when fate lifts the lid, you will laugh at the sight of the rotting wood inside, realizing that along the way, we had already turned our lives into something far brighter than gold. This is Feel Zen Energy. Thank you for watching this video. Stay true to your choices and find your chests. Keep moving forward. May everything you pursue come true on your journey, and this is the meaning of faith.